a little slow today, but hey, I wanted to welcome you, friends, to Mindful Monday. The whole purpose of this video series is to give you one video that you can use on your Monday morning to kick off the day on the right foot or kick off the whole week. So, my purpose in life is to challenge people to become innovative leaders so that we can change the world together. And I'm here to challenge you. And so this video series is going to challenge you to start to build meditation as a consistent practice, as a way to practice gratitude. And I'll try to bring some sort of lesson or reading or discussion, brief, little short, and so you can get your week off on the right foot and have some things to think about to live your best life. Okay. So today we're going to talk about this idea of understanding is the nature of love. Okay. So I'm going to do a quick, really brief reading. Then I'm going to talk for a few minutes. Then we'll do a 5-minute meditation together. Okay. Understanding is the nature of love. Understanding someone's suffering is the best gift you can give another person. Understanding is love's other name. If you don't understand, you can't love. So this reminds me of a conversation that I've been recently having related to racism. Now, I've been trying to fight racism for a long time. And what I found was a music group that I belong to that's on Facebook shared a post that was negative and portraying an image of hate and violence to Klan members. Okay, so coming from a anti-racist perspective, of course, on some level, you can agree with those ideas. If, however, your ideas are anti-racist, nonviolent, then even sharing ideas and thoughts that are hateful and violent towards our enemies, so to speak, right? The Klan or Nazis or whatever, those who oppress the Black and brown community and others, seems like it should be okay, right? Well, the interesting thing is, I believe that we have to understand, how did these people learn to hate? Because hate is a learned behavior. And so that takes some understanding. And so I recently shared a TED Talk and an article by Daryl Davis, if I think that's his name, who is a Black musician who plays all around the world and was playing in Maryland and had a white person come up after the show and start talking to him. And then he's like, well, why don't you come have a drink with me and we'll talk. And so they went and they had a drink. And what he found was this guy was a member of the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan. So, he was a little curious. And the Klan member said, I've never heard anyone play any music like that except for Jerry Lee Lewis. And he's like, well, where do you think Jerry Lee Lewis learned how to play the way he does? And so he was saying that it was from a Black piano player that kind of inspired Jerry Lee Lewis. And so this guy wasn't really buying it. But anyhow, long story short, they built a relationship, but it was only because the Daryl Davis, the Black man, was able to start having a conversation, seeking understanding, that he was able to not incur negativity or violence or ideas of hate, because there was a bridge that was crossed. Now, he went on to make this his mission to start connecting with Klan members and actually eh, going to meetings and building relationships. And what ended up happening is over time, he just went in interviewing them. He was going to write a book. He wanted to understand. He just wanted to understand. And so by not being defensive, he was able to change these guys and their beliefs. And what they found was, oh man, Black people are not as evil as we thought, or as stupid as we thought, or whatever they think, right? And they actually, he interviewed the um, imperial wizard of the Klan, I think in Maryland, and built a relationship with him, and actually got him to give up the his position. He quit the Klan, and he shut down their chapter. And so, what that leads me to believe is that we can, if we seek understanding, try to understand people, we can find love. And if they understand us, then they're going to find love as well. And so then we can dismantle or disrupt this hate and banging of heads that we have if we only attack, if we only push hateful agendas, if we only push violence. You know, hate begets hate, violence begets more violence. And so it's better to try and seek understanding. Where are people coming from? Why are they acting the way they do? From there, we can actually find love and dismantle some of the hate and violence that we see in the world. And so, anyhow, I was trying to share those ideas in a group that was, pushing hate against the Klan, which it's okay to hate their actions, but what if we can unteach them to hate? Hate is learned, I believe, and it can be unlearned. But we have to start with understanding, why do they hate? Who are they? Why do they do what they do? Why do we do what we do? Right? We have to understand ourselves as well, and that's what mindfulness brings to the table. So, with that, I guess let's do a 5-minute silent meditation together and just kind of sit with that for a minute and kind of think, hmm. Why do I do what I do? Why do I believe what I believe? Where does that come from? Anyhow, get a comfortable seat. If you're in a chair, sit up straight and don't have your back against the back of the chair. Close your eyes, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. Sometimes our minds begin to wander. That's normal. I consider that, or call it, catching myself in the act, and I just notice. And sometimes I name it thinking. And then I try and let it go and come back to my breathing. Breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. In, out. In, out. Sometimes you can use these words to help anchor to your breath. Refocus your mind. Sometimes I like to add a smile to my face. Just turn up the lips just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a big smile. But doing so often brings a little more joy to my practice. Give it a try. Add a smile. And with the sound of the bell, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you for sitting with me. Thank you for pondering some of these crazy ideas that I'm sharing. I think love is important. It can make a big change in the world. And so the more we understand love, the easier it is to apply it out into the world, the more it is to experience it, the more it is to accept it and give it. And so, yeah, it's pretty important to think about. And let's move on to a moment of gratitude. So today I'm looking out the window and it's a little bit wet and it was raining quite a bit last night. It's a little bit overcast. Maybe the sun is starting to peek out just a little bit. And the wind is just blowing the leaves a little bit. So we see them sort of rustling. And being that they're bright green spring leaves, it's kind of beautiful. Even though it's a little overcast, it's still pretty interesting. So this morning, I have gratitude for the wind and it just showing me how alive nature is, how alive we are. And yeah, so just taking that in. So what are you grateful for today? I always share that at the share a moment of gratitude at the end because I want people to not only do a meditation with me, but then think about what they're grateful for and start to build this as a regular practice, at least once a week with me. So, um, if you like this, share it, subscribe to the channel. If you know anyone that could use these ideas, share it with them. If you'd like to learn to practice gratitude more, I have a 5-day gratitude challenge that I call Grateful Living. And it's an email challenge. So every day you get a new lesson with with a little quick task or piece of homework that you can do every day for 5 days. You get a lesson every day, and you get a piece of homework to do to practice the lesson that you just learned. And they sort of build on each other, so it's kind of interesting. So you can subscribe to that or sign up for that. I have it down below the listing. That's free. You can do it anytime. And we're gearing up for May, which is National Meditation Month. And so if you want to get in on building a daily meditation habit, we have the 30-day daily meditation habit builder challenge. And so that's coming up in May. And we would love to have you join us, starting to build a group for the May group. And so go to the website and you can see details there. www.hellagood.life. And thank you so much for joining us, and peace, love, and respect to you, my friends. You have a wonderful day.